are, waking up to another beautiful day. Sun's just coming up over the horizon there. It is time to get on the road, finally. Well, greetings all and welcome. We are coming at you from my camp here in Nevada. Yes, I have departed Quartzside. I left Quartzside a few days ago. I had spent a long time there, probably my longest stay ever, although the weather has been beautiful out here in the southwest this winter. It has been unseasonably warm and green. It's just, it's been fantastic. Actually found myself some days complaining about it being too warm. But anyway, I had to shoot up here to Nevada where I have a storage unit to unload a lot of the stuff that I had collected in the box van, a lot of the tools and materials that I used to build out this Astro van. So I'm going to stop by the storage unit on the way out of here, give you a glimpse of what I've collected and what my plans are to do with all that stuff. I do not plan on having a storage unit indefinitely. This is just a short-term solution to a problem that I have currently. So, and then it's going to be time to get on the road and do some real rambling around here and exploring. This van is all set up to do so, and I'm feeling extremely excited about breaking free from the stuff that's been kind of tying me down for the last couple months. So anyway, it is time to ramble on. Okay, so first off, one last stop at my storage. I gotta gas up, and then it's time to hit the highway. Okay, so here's a quick glimpse at my storage unit here. This is ridiculous. I have no idea how I accumulated all this stuff and even fit it in the box van. Just ridiculous. So it's so overwhelming that I'm not able to attend to it all right now. I'm basically paying a storage fee to prolong my problems, prolong the inevitable, which will be next winter, coming back here, sorting through all this. I just don't want it all to end up in a landfill. There's a small percentage of stuff, my tools, that I'll be keeping and storing probably at my folks' place. But otherwise, I just need to go through and get rid of all this crap that I'm not using. Just ridiculous. Anyway, I needed to drop one last thing here that I'm not going to be taking with me, and then it's time to get on the road. Okay, here we are, back on the highway, heading out of Burrow, Nevada. Got a campsite mapped out, about a 3-hour drive from here. We do have to skirt the south end of Las Vegas. Hopefully there's not too much traffic here on a Sunday morning. But this is feeling good. I'm feeling the freedom here already. It was tied down for the last almost 3 months now, dealing with selling the box van and getting the Astro van built out. But box van is officially sold. That happened a week and a half ago already. And I've got all my excess stuff in storage, as we saw, so I have some freedom from that tying me down, and yeah, we get to say away we go. Okay, well, we made it off of the highway here. I'm ready to be done driving, even though it was a relatively short drive. But we are checking out this Burro Creek recreation area. There is a campground here, but don't know if the creek is dried up right now. I imagine it's got some water flowing. It's kind of a wet season this year. It's definitely greener down here, although it was quite green in Quartzside. Greenest I've seen it in a while. Looks like we get a good view of the arched bridge going over the river, or the creek. And this is showing an 8% grade dropping down in here. Pretty cool. Looks like they do have a host here. Yeah, this is kind of neat. You're down here in this canyon. I think because I'm here, I'm definitely gonna camp for the night. This says day use area, no fee. Campsites fee. We'll take a drive around the loop here. That bridge is kind of spectacular. Let's see, looks like there's some hiking trails. Yeah, it must be the creek down the base of this. Yeah, I think I see some water over there. This guy passed me on the highway here. He must be looking for a site too. He's in one of these King Star truck campers. I toured one of those in Courtside at the RV show. They are something else. Look up King Star. Well, good morning. I had a very nice night's sleep last night here at this campground. I was very quiet. I was just tired. I had a bad headache, so I laid down early. I had plans to cook out and have a little campfire, but I think I'll do all that tonight instead. I'm going to stay one more night here. But first things first, it is a little cool this morning. Actually not bad. It's only 50 degrees. We had a high of 78 yesterday, so the temps have just been, this winter, just one of the warmest winters I've ever experienced here in the Southwest. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of tea here. So here I am back on the road. It is a weird feeling. I have been hustling and working very hard the last solid couple months. Not a lot of time for any fun activities. Just been kind of work, day in and day out. So now it is time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So I have not spent a lot of time, well, I've been living in this probably the last couple weeks, but with it totally finished and now that I'm on the road, moving around, getting things dialed in, it's going to take a little bit of time, settled on how much water I want to carry. I'm going with a 5-gallon and a 7-gallon, well, or 6-gallon container, and then 2 gallons for my shower jug sprayer bottle. So we'll see how that works out. Should be plenty. And yeah, just the little things. I got my bike in the back. I've got a little curtain hanging up to kind of divide that area so I'm not staring at my bike. So at this point, it's just kind of getting used to the living space here. I did spend a solid year last year traveling and living out of this Astro van with basically no build. I just had a little fold-up table sitting over here that I could put my stove on and no real storage to speak of. I just had my cot with a couple totes underneath it. And yeah, just kind of stuff stacked everywhere. So having some organization, place to put everything, it's just kind of a whole new thing. So getting used to that. Well, it is turning into a beautiful day here. Give you a little shot of the campsite. A little fire ring over here. Nice view of the canyon walls. And the big bridge up here. But I'm going to take a walk down this way and do some exploring. There's another bridge that goes over the creek, so I can get a glimpse of the water at least. Do have my shower water heating up in the sun there, so it'll be shower time when I get back. All right, let's go see what's around here. Yeah, there's old Burro Creek there. So yeah, just down from the campground, there's a bridge, comes across the creek. The campground is right in here. You can see the bridge over there. That's Highway 93. The bridge up here is Highway 93. And this bridge here takes you beyond the campground to an open BLM recreation area. So I'm sure I could have explored further yesterday when I came in and found some free camping up in this BLM area. But I really just felt like camping in the campground. Don't mind paying the fee. I do fee campgrounds so little that every now and then the fees don't bother me. So I know some people camp exclusively and pay campgrounds, but I tend to do the public land areas. Very pretty here. A lot of Palo Verde trees, saguaro cactus mixed in. Well, I veered left just after the bridge. There's a fork in the road, and they do have posted no camping here by BLM. So I don't know if I would have veered up to the right. There's going to be another no camping sign up there, but yeah, I'll go down here and see what's going on. Well, I was scanning on Google Maps satellite view last night, and I did see that it seemed like there were some buildings down here. You can see it says private drive, so looks like an old farmstead down there. There's a shot of that property there. Looks like they've got some horses roaming around. Lots of old junk from over the years. Old vehicles, scrap metal. Gosh, what a neat spot though. The poppies are popping already. There I am. Well, I made it up above the campground here. You get a nice view of the creek and the bridge overlooking the campground. And it looks like they have it pretty much sewed up here for no camping. There is a little area here that you could potentially camp. There's a little fire ring there, but they've put boulders so you can't drive up in here. And there's no camping signs posted. Probably mostly for habitat rehabilitation. Just because it's a BLM public land area does not mean that there's always camping allowed or available. So that is something to remember. And I try to observe that. These places can get heavily used and tore up pretty quickly. But yeah, nice view from up here. Alright, see how my shower water's doing. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice and hot. I get a little bit of shade off this thing on the van. Solar panels are still in the sun, but get a little shade on the side. That's perfect. Alright, it is time to start getting ready for dinner here. Get my little charcoal grill set up. Alright, grilling up some chicken there. I do have some shrimp that I've seasoned up. I had leftover I want to get cooked up, so I'm going to throw those on at the last minute, just before that's done. Okay, it's time to start prepping dinner. I'm going to do chicken and shrimp tostadas. I have these corn tostada shells, a few of them left there, and then these dehydrated refried beans. These things turn out so good. So I'm going to get a little bit of those going, not the whole pack, just a little bit. I use the refried beans as kind of the glue to keep everything on the shell. I shred up some cabbage. I've got some cherry tomatoes I'll slice up and some radishes. Should do it. Well, it has been a beautiful day today. This is the warmest part of the day, and it got up there again. I've got 81 degrees in the van here. A little bit warmer than it is in the shade outside, but not too bad. I mean, you can't beat that for first week of February. Slice up this cabbage real fine, kind of shredded style. Yeah, I'm really enjoying having this swing out table here. I can swing this around, bring it right to the door of the van here, so I can stand up and get my food prepped while I'm grilling up outside. And then I've got my stove right here off to the side so I can get those beans going. Warm day like today, do not want to be cooking in the van, so it's very convenient. Some radishes. I've been on kind of a radish kick here. I've been buying quite a bit of radishes. It's kind of my go-to snack. I like to just slice them up thin, put a little seasoning on them, and just snack on them straight up. But they're also good for something like a taco or tostada, a little bit of crunch in there. Kind of use it instead of onion. Now this has been a nice day at this campground here. Extremely quiet. There's more than a few campers here, but everyone's just super chill. I don't know if it's the warm weather. It's just got people just hanging out. It's nice to get out on a little hike this morning, explore the area. Beautiful here. Really like this area. I definitely would come back. Okay, let's get these beans going. Hot sauce, I'm going to use this Local Hive hot honey sauce, sriracha. Dave from Vanlife Meow hooked me up with this. Been having it lately. It's pretty good. Got a little bit of heat to it, a little bit of spice, but that honey kind of balances it out. Thanks, Dave. Okay, let's get these beans going. A little bit left in one pack there. I'll open this fresh one. Just add a little bit of extra water there. And then I need to thank my other friend Dave for hooking me up with a couple skewers here. Dave with the big 4-wheel drive box fan. These shrimp are actually cooked already, so I'm really just giving them a quick sear on the grill. And then I think I'm going to pull the tails off and then kind of dice up the shrimp to top onto these tostadas. And I'm not mixing the chicken and shrimp. I'm going to have a couple chicken and a couple shrimp. And I'll probably just eat some of these shrimp on their own. All right, those refried beans are looking good. You can turn the heat off, just let those sit. They'll continue to kind of absorb the water. Little sample. Those are tasty. Go check out our chicken. Ooh, our chicken is looking good. That is a hearty looking breast there. And again, these shrimp are pre-cooked. I just need to give them a quick sear. Yeah, that is one monster chicken breast. My goodness. Oh, that's looking delicious. And these shrimp, a little bit of sear to them. Good enough. All right. Okay, it is time to assemble. Shrimp off of there. Not going to cut up all this chicken right now, just enough to make a couple. Oh, that's perfect. Done, still juicy. Nice. Put that on the cutting board. Oh yeah. All right, we need a little sample. Oh, I pulled that off just in time. All right, this is all coming together here. Beans are perfect. Bean layer is really just the glue to hold everything else on. Tostadas can be a little messy sometimes. So what do I want to do next? I think I want to go with a little cabbage. Top of the beans. A little bit of radish. And I think I'm going to go with some chicken. And then I'll top it off with a little bit of tomato. Beautiful. Do up a few of those. Oh, we got to go with the Local Hive honey hot sauce. Thanks again, Dave. All right, there we go. That is looking delicious. Let's dig in, see how it is. I did not have lunch today. I worked up a good appetite, so kind of eating a little bit early here. Oh, that is good. Now what's really going to top the day off is taking a nice hot shower. Got my water still warming up in the sun there. It's going to be nice and toasty hot. Yep, it is the simple things in life. That just made my day right there. I'm looking forward to this all day long. Yeah, there we have one of the shrimp ones. Let's dig in. Let's try it out. Well, I gotta say, I almost feel like I like the shrimp ones better. Well, this is gonna turn out to be darn near a perfect day. Get this shower in just before the sun sets. Got a little bit of firewood for a campfire tonight. What more else can I ask for? Okay, I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do all my dishes, but I always get a question on how I do dishes because I don't have a sink in my van. I use distilled vinegar. That's what's in this spray bottle here, full strength. Just regular white distilled vinegar. Just give it a good wipe down there. Dry it off with my towel. And that is good to go. And I also, this is another important tool in doing dishes. This is a very soft, flexible, food-grade silicone spatula. And I take this, you can actually use just a little bit, I already did this bowl, but like for the pot that I did my beans in, I scraped it out really good, as much as I could get out of there with this scraper. And then I hit it with a little bit of vinegar to soften up what's left in there. And then I can take this scraper one more time and really get the last bit of residue there. And this is probably going to gross some of you out, but this is all food in here, and I actually like the taste of vinegar. It's good for you. So I'll take and have a little bit of vinegar and bean concoction there. Hit it one more time. And go in there with that same paper towel. And usually get away with one little half sheet paper towel to do all my dishes. Combined with this dish towel here as well. I'll rearrange my paper towel here so I don't have to use another one. Hit my cutting board, a little bit of vinegar. That spatula I've been scraping everything with. Hit that with the paper towel. Try it with my towel. That is clean. Cutting board here to get all the little bits of chicken and cabbage and that were left. In the process, that's soaking it down with the vinegar. The trash can is right here. I love that. Dry that off. Cutting board clean. Dishes are done. Vinegar, been doing this for the last 12 years. Okay, so here's a look at my shower setup here for those of you that hadn't seen it. Use one of these fold-up, pop-up shower tents. Folds up flat, super convenient. And I keep a square of this closed-cell foam pad around to stand on. It doesn't absorb water, but it has a nice cushion to it. So on any surface, I can keep my feet clean and free from stepping on any rocks or anything. And then I use the pump up spray bottle here. This is just 2 gallons, painted black inside the bag for like a greenhouse effect. Sitting on the Reflectix, it gets hotter than you would really want it. So I usually have to set it in the shade for a little bit to let it cool down because it's just too hot to shower with. Oh, that shower felt so good. I feel like a new man now. Wow, that's just about a perfect day. Got a shower in just after sunset. Took a walk down to the creek. Nice and peaceful. Got back up here, got the fire going. Just gonna sit here and veg out, stare at this fire for the rest of the evening. We'll call it a day. Feels good to be back on the road. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me on this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be seeing you soon in the next one. Take care. Peace.